Hello everyone, this is Sudhir. Welcome back to my class. Today I am going to teach you very important topic, that is very important short answers and very short answers from polynomial chapters. Okay, so the most important questions we will get from this video. So watch completely this video. And the first question here, write a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5 and -2. Okay, so generally to find a quadratic polynomial we can use the formula, that is k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. This formula we should use here. Okay, now what is alpha and beta here? That is given already in the question. So quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5, that means this is alpha and this is beta. So here we should find alpha plus beta, because we have here alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, so that we should take alpha plus beta is, that means we call it is sum of the zeros. Okay, so 5 plus and beta is here -2, so that 5 minus 2 equal to 3, and alpha into beta, this is what 5 into -2. Okay, so 5 2s are 10, plus into minus, so -10. So these values we can substitute in this formula. Then what we get it, k into x square minus x, so alpha plus beta here we got it, that is 3, so that 3 we are taking here, plus alpha into beta is -10. Now k into, we write here x square minus 3 into x, 3x. So plus into minus, so that it is -10. Now you can observe here, it's very clear, 3 is, that is 3 by 1, 10 means that is 10 by 1, so no fraction form here. That means the denominator if you want to take only 1, so that you can take here k equal to 1. Okay, so if I take k equal to 1 in this, then 1 into x square minus 3x minus 10. So if you multiply with 1, this complete polynomial, you will get it again x square minus 3x minus 10. Okay, so because like 1 into 1 1, 1 into 2 2, 1 into 3 3, 1 into 4 4, so like that 1 into x square minus 3x minus 10, yes, it is x square minus 3x minus 10. So this is the required quadratic polynomial for this given zeros. Okay, so it's very important model. And here we have the next important question, that is write the zeros from the below figure. You can observe here that red color curve is intersected at the 3 different points. So what are the 3 different points here? One is at -2, another point is at 0, the next point at 3, it is intersected on x-axis, right? So what we take here, the answer is -2, because it intersected at -2, 0 and +3. So these are the zeros of the given polynomial here. Okay, so the next question is write the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are, again yes, this is zeros, so zeros mean we take this one as alpha and this one as the beta. Okay, so formula, what is the formula to find out quadratic polynomial? Yes, that is k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta, right? So what is alpha plus beta here? We should find out alpha plus beta, because this alpha plus beta and alpha into beta we have to find out, right? So alpha plus beta is √3 plus 1 plus alpha into beta, beta is √3 minus 1, right? So this is alpha and this is beta, right? Now here you can check, +1 -1 get cancelled, then we get it √3 plus √3, that is 2√3. Similarly alpha into beta, this alpha into beta is √3 plus 1 and into √3 minus 1. So this is a plus b into a minus b form, right? This is a plus b and a minus b form. So a plus b into a minus b we write as a square minus b square. So square and root get cancelled, then we have 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Yes, this 2 belongs to alpha into beta, that is the product of the 0. Now we can substitute that values here in this formula, then k into x square minus x into, what is alpha plus beta, we got it? Yes, that is 2 root 3. This 2 root 3 we should write now. Okay, so here we have 2 root 3 plus alpha into beta is 2. Okay, so then we write here k into x square minus 2 root 3 into x plus 2. So what about k? Yes, there is no fraction, there is no denominator, so that we can take here. So there is no denominator, mean we take here 1, right? So that take that k value here, k equal to 1. Then you can write 1 into x square minus 2 root 3x plus 2. So when you multiply with 1, so as usual we will get again x square minus 2 root 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is required quadratic polynomial with the given zeros root 3 plus 1 and root 3 minus 1. The next question, if 1 0 of x is 2x square plus kx minus 15 is 3, then find the value of k. So generally 0 of a polynomial mean, for example, if I take p of x is equal to 2x square plus kx minus 15, right? Now generally 0 of a polynomial mean, so we get like p of x is equal to 0. So this is the condition. When you substitute a value, if you get a 0 here, the polynomial, the value of a polynomial, if you get a 0, then we call that particular number. For example, if you substitute 3 in this given polynomial, if you get a 0, then the 3 is called the 0 of a polynomial. Okay, so I'm going to substitute that 3 in this. So p of 3 I'm taking, because they have given the 3 is one of the 0 of a polynomial. So 2 into 3 square plus kx means k into 3 minus 15 equal to 0, because 0 of a polynomial, so according to this condition we should take equal to 0. Now 2 into, what is 3 square? 3 square is 3 into 3, that is 9, plus this is k into 3 minus 15 equal to 0. So what I do is, I'm going to multiply these two, because 2 into 9, 18, plus k into 3, 3k, minus 15 equal to 0. Now you know very well, only the constant we can add or subtract these two numbers. So 18 minus 15 is there, 3, okay, plus 3k, that equal to 0. So how to solve this equation? So here I am taking now that 3 plus 3k equal to 3 plus 3k equal to 0, right? So transpose this k here, then we will get 3k equal to 0 minus 3, right? Plus 3 become minus 3. So then 3k equal to minus 3. So what is k value? K equal to minus 3 divided by 3. Then k equal to minus 1. Okay. So what is the value of k? That is minus 1. Now write the number of zeros of a cubic polynomial. This is the question number 5. So generally nth degree polynomial will have n zeros. Nth degree polynomial will have n zeros. Mean second degree polynomial has the 2 zeros. Third degree polynomial having 3 zeros. Fourth degree polynomial having 4 zeros. Right? Here the cubic. The question is belongs to the cubic polynomial. Cubic means the power is 3. Okay. Cubic means the power is 3. Then you can call it as a cubic polynomial. Right? So it is third degree polynomial. Third degree polynomial having the number of zeros are 3. So the answer is for this question 3, right? So I hope you understood this one. So next to question number 6. At which point y is equal to x minus 3 cuts the x-axis. This is very important. Cuts the x-axis. Cuts the x-axis mean you should take y equal to 0. Okay. At y equal to 0, this line cuts the x-axis, correct? So at y equal to 0 mean we are taking here 0 is equal to, means in this place I am going to take 0, then 0 is equal to 2x minus 3. That means 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x equal to 3, x equal to 3 by 2. You can write 3 by 2 or 3 by 2 means it is 1.5 also you can write. So now the question here at which point, so you have to write in the point form, that is x comma 0 form. So sorry, x comma y, the point generally we take x comma y, right? So here what is x? 1.5 or 3 by 2 comma, and what is y? We have taken 0. Okay, so at which point the question has given at 1.5 comma 0 y is equal to x minus 3 cuts the x-axis. Now may I know at which point y is equal to x minus 3 cuts the y-axis? Yes, here I am doing that therefore. Now if the question is cuts the y-axis, then you have to take x is equal to 0. Then if you take x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 2 into 0 minus 3, right? Then you get here y equal to 2 zeros are 0 minus 3, then y equal to minus 3, right? Then the point you will get 0 comma minus 3. So this 0 comma minus 3 is a point which cuts y is equal to x minus 3 cuts the y-axis. Okay, so but in this question, according to this question, so our answer is this one. Got it? So the next one is write the roots of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Roots, zeros are solutions we called it is. So the answer is x is equal to, generally we can take here a quadratic formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this is the formula. This is the answer for that required question. Write the roots of the quadratic formula mean yes, by x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a is the required answer. Next, question number 8. Alpha and beta are the zeros of p of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Then alpha plus beta minus 3 alpha into beta. So alpha plus beta we should find first. That is sum of the 0, alpha plus beta equal to, you know, that is minus x quotient, right? Alpha plus beta is minus x quotient by x square quotient. That is we called minus b by a, right? So minus of, what is x quotient in this? Minus 1. This minus is belongs to the formula, because here we have a minus, so that minus I took here. But x quotient again minus 5, right? Minus of minus 5 it is divided by 1. X square quotient is 1. So minus of minus 5 become plus 5 divided by 1 equal to 5. This is alpha plus beta. What is alpha into beta? This is called the product of the 0. The product of the 0 is constant by, come on, what is that? Constant by x square quotient, right? So what is the constant from this? Constant is here 6. And what is x square quotient? Yes, x square quotient nothing here, that means 1. So 6 by 1 we take here, right? Now what is the question given? The question is alpha plus beta minus 3 alpha beta. So this is the question. So what is alpha plus beta we got? That is 5. So we should substitute here 5. Minus 3 into, what is alpha into beta? That is 6. Okay. So 5 minus 3 6 are 18. 5 minus 18 equal minus 30. So this is the required answer for this question. So don't get any confused. Here alpha plus beta minus 3 into alpha beta, just you can check. Yes, it is sum of the 0 alpha plus beta, and this is product of the 0 alpha into beta. So both we found here, then we have substituted in that given one, right? So I hope you understood this question also. Next interesting question, that is, check here. So if alpha and beta are the zeros of x square plus 7x plus 10, then find the following alpha minus beta. So just now we discussed alpha plus beta, how we get it? Alpha plus beta equal minus x quotient, right? Minus x quotient by x square quotient. that is minus b by a, right? So minus x coefficient is minus 7 by 1 equal to minus 7. This is alpha plus beta. And what is alpha into beta? That is constant. Okay, constant by x square coefficient. So what is the constant in this? That is 10 and x square coefficient is 1. That equal to again it is 10. Okay, so these two are important for this. These two conditions are important to the whole problems what we are going to discuss in this model. Okay, just keep it in your mind. Alpha plus beta equal minus 7, alpha into beta is plus 10. Now what is the question? Yes, that is alpha into beta given, right? So sorry, alpha minus beta, right? Alpha minus beta whole square equal to, very important formula, you must note it. Alpha minus beta whole square equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Okay, so generally we can use factorization method also for this. So using the factorization method or splitting the into the factors, then we can find the zeros for this x square plus 7x plus 10. Then we will get the answer like plus 5, sorry, minus 5 and minus 2. Using minus 5 and minus 2 also we can find out like alpha minus beta, alpha square plus beta square, so whatever it may be, right? So that is also one of the process. But some polynomials which having like imaginary roots, so you can't divide into the factors, then you will get it out how to solve this. Okay, so then this is the best choice to you solve that type of questions also. For example, you have like x square minus 4x plus 5, can you divide that? X square minus 4x plus 5 is the, can you divide it is into the factor? It is some problem, right? So it is some problem to find out its zeros. So such cases will help you this model. Okay, so my best choice is taking this model only than splitting into the factors. Okay, now alpha square plus beta square is this. So what is alpha square plus beta square equal to? Here also important and a beautiful formula from algebraic identities, that is a square plus b square equal to a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Similarly, alpha square plus beta square equal alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Don't forget whatever it may be they are giving the question, that is a combination of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. Okay, so alpha square plus beta square I have written like alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. What is alpha plus beta here? That is minus 7 whole square minus 2 into alpha into beta is 10. So minus 7 square is 49, minus 2 10s are 20. Then we get here 49 minus 20 is, yes, that is 29. Okay, so next question. Yes, same model, 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square. So what we do for this, just you take the cross multiplication, then you will get here beta square plus alpha square, that divided by alpha square into beta square. So how to write this one? We write like alpha square plus beta square in the order, and the denominator alpha square into beta square equal to alpha into beta whole square, right? We can write a common power 2. Now what is alpha square plus beta square? Just we check the previous page. Yes, alpha square plus beta square, just now we got it 29. So you can take directly 29, and alpha into beta here we have it 10. Okay, so using these two I am going to finish this. So alpha square plus beta square, just now we got it what? 29 divided by alpha into beta is 10, right? So that this is 10 square. So this is 29 divided by 10 square is 100. So this is the answer for 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square. So model you have to concentrate. So how we are doing that model is very important. Okay, so 29 by 100 is the answer for this question. So next one is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So how to find out 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta? The same process, take the cross multiplication again, that is beta plus alpha by alpha into beta. Beta plus alpha means that is alpha plus beta only, right? So alpha plus beta divided by alpha into beta. So sum of the zeros in the previous page we got it minus 7 alpha plus beta, and product of the 0 is 10, so minus 7 by 10 is the answer for this question. So similarly, here you can check it alpha cube plus beta cube. Generally a cube plus b cube formula, a cube plus b cube formula is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. You can observe here, so in this formula completely the combination of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. How it is, just once you check. Now this one I am going to write in the alpha and beta, so this is alpha cube plus beta cube equal, we get a plus b mean alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 into alpha into beta and alpha plus beta. Okay, so already we have written what is alpha plus beta, that is minus 7. So if you have any doubt, once I will show you that. Yes, see, alpha plus beta is minus 7, alpha into beta is here plus 10. Okay, so these two I am going to use there, that is alpha plus beta is minus 7 whole cube minus 3 into alpha into beta is, yes, this is 10. Again alpha plus beta is minus 7. Okay, so minus 7 cube means you have to multiply with minus 7 3 times. Minus 7 into minus 7 into minus 7, minus 7 into minus 7 is plus 49. 7 7s are 49, right? 49 into 7 again. So 7 9s are 63. 7 4s are 28 plus 6, 34. 343 plus minus into minus plus, plus into minus is minus. So here we take minus 343. So here again minus into minus get plus 3, 7 3s are 21. 21 into 10, 210. Okay, so minus 343 plus 210. After subtracting this, what you will get it? Minus 133, right? Okay, so 343 minus 210, you will get it 133. So here is one more interesting question, x square minus p into x plus 1 minus c. So first of all we should write this. Okay, this f of x equal to, we have x square minus p into x plus 1 minus c. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to write its actual form, that is x square minus p into x minus px. Okay, so minus of plus minus p into 1, that is minus p minus c. So we should write this one in the general form. The general form is like, you know, the general form is ax square plus bx plus c. So this is called the general form. So I'm going to write this one like ax square, meaning here x square and minus px because x term, and I want a constant term here. That means I'm going to take minus common from this, then I have p plus c. Okay, so this is now x square and x and constant term. This is, you can observe, x square term, x term and constant term. Okay, so what is alpha plus beta from this? Alpha plus beta is minus x coefficient, right? Minus x coefficient by x square coefficient, that is minus b by a, right? So minus x coefficient is again minus b, minus of minus b divided by x square coefficient is 1. So that here we write minus of minus p, that is plus p by 1 is p is the final. Okay, so alpha plus beta here p. What about alpha into beta? This is what? Constant by x square coefficient, right? Constant by x square coefficient. What is the constant in this? Minus of p plus c by x square coefficient is 1. So what you get it? Again minus of p plus c only, right? So this is alpha into beta. So why I wrote this one? Just once you observe in the question, this is the question, right? So alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1, right? So we have to split it. That means how to write alpha into beta plus 1, alpha into, yes, it is beta plus 1 plus 1 into beta plus 1, right? So what we get it here, alpha into beta is alpha beta plus alpha into 1 is alpha. See, alpha into beta, alpha beta, alpha into 1 is alpha, 1 into beta is beta, plus 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, so don't forget, this is what? Alpha into beta, product of the 0. This is alpha into beta, sum of the 0. So already we got it, alpha into beta is minus p plus c. Just we can substitute here that value. That is, alpha into beta is minus of p plus c plus alpha plus beta here. Alpha plus beta is here p, right? This p I am taking here, right? Plus, and this one I am writing as usual. Now minus p into, just you can observe what I am writing. This minus p into 1 minus p minus of plus minus c, and here I have p plus 1. Okay, so minus p plus p get cancelled, right? Then what I will get, minus c plus 1 or 1 minus c. Okay, so both are same here, minus c plus 1 or 1 minus c. So this is the final answer for this question, right? Once you check alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1 mean, that is alpha beta into alpha plus beta plus 1. So that is the main concept here. So that one we should written like alpha plus beta means we got it the p, and alpha into beta is minus of p plus c. So the next question, what is the degree of 2021? 2021 is the constant, right? 2021 is the constant, so that the degree of a constant term is 0. 0 is the answer for this. Okay, so very important 2 points I am discussing with you, that is degree of constant term means any number is there, you can write answer is 0. But degree of 0 is a number. Okay, so degree of 0, okay, degree of 0 is answer not defined or does not exist. Okay, so this is, okay, so degree of 0 is does not exist. Very important with this too. Okay, now see the next question. P of x is equal to 4x square plus 4x minus 1, then find P of 1 by 4. So what we do, we should substitute these values. That is, I'm going to take P of 1 by 4 mean in place of x we have to substitute it 4 into, in place of x 1 by 4 square plus here we have 3x, that means 3 into 1 by 4 minus 1. So this is 4 into this 1 square is 1 and 4 square is 16, 1 by 16 plus 3 into 1 by 4 minus 1. 4 1 4 4 times get cancelled, then you can see here this is 1 by 4 plus and 3 ones are 3 by 4 minus 1. So you can observe in the denominator we have the common denominator, that is 4. Okay, so what you write here, you can write now that equal, the common denominator is the 4 and both numerators you can add. So 1 plus 3, here we have a minus 1. Okay, so that equaled 1 plus 3 is 4 by 4 minus 1. 4 4 get cancelled, again 1 you get. So 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Next one, so what we call here 1 by 4 now? The 1 by 4 is the 0 of the given polynomial 4x square plus 3x minus 1. Okay, because we got answer is 0 here. The next one, again alpha beta combination question. Okay, so whatever it may be the question, just you can focus here, alpha beta is there. So what you do is, first the given polynomial you can take as p of x or f of x equal 3x square plus 11x minus 4. Now find immediately what is alpha plus beta from this. Alpha plus beta equal Yes, minus b by a, right? That means minus x quotient by x square quotient, okay? Minus, what is x coefficient here? 11. And x square coefficient is 3. Minus 11 by 3, okay? Alpha into beta is constant by x square coefficient. So what is a constant? That is minus 4. And x square coefficient is 3. Minus 4 by 3, right? So what we do is, now the question here given alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. So this is the question. So what we do now? Just take the cross multiplication. Alpha into alpha, that is alpha square. Beta into beta, beta square. So plus beta square. And as usual, we should multiply these two. That is alpha into beta. Okay. So we have to find alpha square plus beta square by alpha into beta. And in this video only, just on the question number, maybe I think so 10 or 11, we have discussed the formula. What is alpha square plus beta square, right? Alpha square plus beta square equal to alpha plus beta whole square. That means a square plus b square equal to a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So that here we get minus 2 alpha beta. So what is alpha plus beta? This is minus 11 by 3. We write here minus 11 by 3 whole square. Minus 2 into what is alpha into beta? This is minus 4 by 3. Correct? So this is minus 11 square. 11 square is 121 and minus power is positive, you will get, right? Minus power is square, so that you will get the answer is in positive. And 3 square is, you know that, 9 minus. So minus of minus here, you will get plus 2 4s are 8 by 3. Okay. So to convert into the same denominator means like fraction, I am going to multiply by 3 by 3 because here I have a 9. So to get 3 as the 9, 3 is a 9. So with the 3 I have multiplied. Then what I will get here, 121 by 9 plus 8 3s are 24 by 9. So 121, now you can add the directly both numerators. That 121 plus 24, 145 divided by 9. So here I am going to substitute that value. What is alpha square plus beta square? This is 145 by 9. 145 divided by 9 by, what is alpha into beta? This is minus 4 by 3, right? Minus 4 divided by 3. So how to write that answer? That is 145 by 9. Now you will get its reciprocal here, that is into 3 divided by minus 4. So 3 1s, 3 3s get cancelled. Then finally we have 145 divided by 3 minus 4s, 3 4s are 12, so minus 12. So finally the answer minus 145 divided by 12 is the final answer, right? This one. So I hope you understood this beautiful question also. Maybe these questions will ask for 2 marks. There is a chances to ask in the 2 mark questions, write a short answers, okay? So the next question. Don't forget children, in this video I am discussing with you half mark, 1 mark as well as 2 mark questions also, okay? So I hope you are enjoying these all questions and these all models, okay? But I think so you still not press like button. Press the like button. Those who not subscribed still my channel, please subscribe it. And let us continue our topic. So alpha plus beta given here and alpha into beta given, that is root 3. Write a quadratic polynomial. This is very easy question, right? That is what the formula we have to use. K into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta, right? So already given directly alpha plus beta is 0. So I am going to take here k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta is 0 plus alpha into beta is root 3. So k into x square minus x into 0 is 0, right? Plus root 3. Then, so what should I write now? K into x square plus root 3 directly. Now what is the value of k here? Then put k equal to 1, because root 3 means we take root 3 divided by 1. So that means no denominator. No denominator means you can take as a 1 as k value, right? So then 1 into x square plus root 3. Then the answer is x square plus root 3. So very important and very interesting, right? The next one, write the polynomial when p of 2 by 17 is equal to x. Generally, when we have a polynomial like 3x plus 5, what is the zero of this, or what is the solution of this equation? So what we do, take 3x equal, this plus 5 becomes minus 5, correct? Then x is equal to minus 5 by 3. So this is the process, children, right? So to find the value of x, this is the process. Now what happened here in this question, already they gave like minus 5 by 3 here, 2 by 17. Now we have to find out in this form, that is the question. So write a polynomial when p of 2 by 17 is equal to 0. So very easy. So just you can observe how to find out that. So now I'm going to take p of x is equal to p of 2 by 3 is 2 by 17. Okay. So that means x is equal to 2 by 17. So just to send that 17 here. So what you will get from this? 17x is equal to 2, right? Now send this plus 2 here. Now we have 17x minus 2 equal to 0. This is a linear equation, but the question is a polynomial, so that your answer is in a linear polynomial, that is 17x minus 2 is your answer. Okay, got it? So if you have any doubt, you can check one more time. 17x minus 2 equal to 0, send minus 2 here, it become a plus 2. So 17x is equal to 2, x is equal to 2 by 17. So that what here given 2 by 17, right? Now question number 20. Find the area of a rectangle whose length and breadth are given. So what is area of a rectangle? Area of a rectangle equal to L into B, right? So what is L? You can consider as x plus 5. What is B? Means breadth is 7 minus x. So area of a rectangle L into B, right? Then what is L here? X plus 5. And what is breadth? 7 minus x. So x into 7 minus x. So x into 7 minus x plus again 5 into 7 minus x. Now 7 into x, 7x minus x square, right? Plus 5 7s are 35 minus 5x. So after simplifying this, we get minus x square. Okay, and 7x minus 5x, that means plus 2x. Okay, plus 35. So this is area of a rectangle with the given linear polynomials. The next question here, write a general form of a polynomial in the variable x having degree n. So this one also one of the most important questions, children. So how to write general form of polynomial, that is called a nth degree polynomial with the x as the variable. Just you can focus here. We write p of x equal, so a naught x to the power of n plus a1 x to the power of n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power of n minus 2 plus so on plus, so we write here a n minus 1 again x to the power of x a n minus 1 into x plus finally we have a constant, right? That is a1. Okay, so it is a very important question. So some little bit confused. So there is no matter to confuse. When you have a 1 here, so you will get here power n minus 1. When you have a 2 here, you will get power n minus 2. So here 0, right? So n minus 0 is n. So a naught x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2, so on. A n minus 1 x power, so 1 it is plus constant finally, that is an. The next one, what is the degree of the polynomial? You know very well children, the degree of the polynomial means the given highest power. Here the power is 2, this power is 4, this power is 1. So no doubt 9 is the degree of the polynomial. The next question, write the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are. Again the zeros concept here. So zeros are given mean what you take here? Alpha and this is beta, right? So now I am going to write alpha plus beta. This alpha plus beta is minus root 2 plus root 2, and plus root 2 minus root 2 get cancelled, 0. Next alpha into beta. This is called product of the 0. This is minus root 2 into plus root 2. Okay. So minus root 2 into plus root 2, we get minus root 2 2s are 4. Minus root 4 is, that is minus 2. So this is alpha into beta. So formula now k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Okay. So k into x square minus x. What is alpha plus beta? This is 0. Okay. Plus alpha into beta is minus 2. Then k into, again we have x square minus x into 0 0 plus of minus, okay, this is minus 2. So in the next one we write k into x square minus 2. So as usual we take here k equal to 1. So after taking k equal to 1, what we get it? 1 into x square minus 2, that equal to, finally our answer is x square minus 2. Right. So the next question, 24, that is if a is less than 0, then the graph of a quadratic polynomial curve shows to us what? Generally, okay, the question is given here a less than 0. A less than 0 means negative. That means the general form of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so with this we get parabola. No doubt we get from this parabola. But here a less than 0. A less than 0 means here if you have a negative value, then the parabola you get downwards parabola like this. Okay, so your answer is open downward. Open downwards parabola. This is the answer for this question. In case if question is a is greater than 0, if a is greater than 0, then you will get upward parabola, means when it is a positive, so you will get like this. So then your answer is open upwards parabola. Okay, so I hope you understood this very interesting question. The next one, the graph of a linear polynomial y is equal to ax plus b intersect at x-axis is. So already we have discussed a linear polynomial intersecting x-axis mean you should take y equal to 0. Take y equal to 0 here, then 0 equal to, you get ax plus b. So sin plus b here, then you have 0 minus b equal to ax. That means ax is equal to minus b. So that x is equal to minus b by a. This is x value, right? But the question is asking here the point. Okay, so at x-axis where it is intersecting, therefore the point we should write like x comma 0, right? So like this we have to write now. That means minus b by a comma 0. Very important bit it is, minus b by a comma 0. So what is the question here? Cuts the intersect the x-axis. In case the question is intersect the y-axis, then your answer you take here x is equal to 0. Intersect the y-axis means we take x is equal to 0. Then y is equal to a into 0 plus b. So that y equal to, we have that 0 plus b, then y equal to b. Then your answer is 0 comma b. So 0 comma b is a point which intersect at y-axis. Next question. Yes, what is the shape of or name of quadratic polynomial curves? What is that? Yes, it is parabola. Okay, the next question. Write a quadratic equation from the below graph. Observe the graph here. It's a very important concept, this one also. From the graph, the parabola intersected at the two different points, right? What is that? At -2 plus 3. So these are the zeros now, children. So the zeros from the graph, we write here. The zeros from the graph tell me what is the zeros from the graph? Yes, that is -2 comma 3. So the parabola intersect the x-axis at -2 comma 3, so that this is the zeros, right? Now one we can consider as alpha. That means alpha equal here from this -2, beta equal to 3. So as usual, what we do? Take alpha plus beta. Means -2 plus 3, that equal to 1. What is alpha into beta? This is -2 into 3 equal to 6, that is -6, okay? So now what we do is use the formula k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Okay, so from this k into x square minus x, what is alpha plus beta? We got it, that is 1, plus alpha into beta is -6. So k into x square minus x minus 6. Okay, so what we do now, we should take k equal to 1. You know why? The reason here, there is no denominator value, so that we take a k equal to 1. So don't draw the line, just k equal to 1. Now by taking k equal to 1, here we get 1 into x square minus x minus 6. After multiplying with this 1, the final answer you will get x square minus x minus 6. So this is the process, children. So writing a quadratic polynomial from the given graphs. Just we have to observe where the parabola is intersected at the two different points, taking the 2 points as the 2 zeros, and we should find what is a quadratic polynomial. And the next one, question number 28. Draw a rough diagram of a polynomial which has no zeros. Okay, so rough diagram we should draw there. Generally we can take like x-axis, y-axis, okay, x-axis and y-axis. Now the question here, which has no zeros. No zero means the parabola should not intersect x-axis. Okay, that means we take here either like this, okay, or either this side, or either like this, or we may get like downward parabola also, right? Maybe this one, or like this, or like this. So finally you should draw. So I have shown you completely 6 different parabolas here, right? Just rough diagrams. You can select any one from this. So the question here, so draw a rough diagram of a polynomial which has no zeros means it should not touch the x-axis. Okay. Now for example, the question is asking here, having the 2 zeros, then we can take like this. It should be intersected at the 2 different points. Having 1 0, just we can take like this. It should touch at only 1 point. Okay. So it is having 2 zeros, and this one having only 1 0. But the question has given here having no zeros. So these are the model. Next one, draw the rough diagram of a line y is equal to x plus 5. Yes, important for 2 mark question, this one also. So y is equal to x plus 5 means we should prepare the table, right? Roughly we should prepare the table here. So here I am going to take some points like this is x, y, x comma y. So if I take x value as 0, then what I get y? Y equal to 2 into, see, y equal to 2 into 0 plus 5. That means it is 0 plus 5 equal to 5. This is y value, right? So here I am taking 5 now. So 0 comma 5 is one of the point. So take one more point here. So generally my suggestion is that one value you take x as the 0, next time you can take y as the 0. Okay, if you take y equal to 0 from this, so y equal to, that means 0 is equal to x plus 5 you will get, then send plus 5 here, you will get minus 5 equal to 2x, then x is equal to minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2 is a point, that is minus 2.5. So you get here the point minus 2.5. Okay, so minus 2.5 comma 0. Okay, now I'm going to draw the graph using these points. So I'm taking x-axis, y-axis. Okay, so I want to plot the points like 0, the marking here like 1, 2, 3, and this side like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, and here it is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So similarly we take, now I'm going to extend the line. Okay, so I'm extending the line here. Now I want to mark here, it is 4 and this is 5. Okay, so this side here it is a negative y-axis like minus 1, minus 2, so on. So here we should write what is this. This is x-axis, positive x-axis, and here we have a negative x-axis. Okay, and this one also a positive y-axis, and the downwards we have the negative y-axis. Now what we have to take, the point here 0, 5, right? So 0, 5 is the point I'm going to plot on x-axis 0, y-axis 5. Yes, this is the point 0, 5, and another point here minus 2.5, 0, right? Minus 2.5, 0 is a point lies between minus 2 and 1 here. So this is the point minus 2.5, 0, that is on the y-axis. Now we should join these 2 points. So here I'm going to join these 2 points now, like this. Okay, right. So this is the required graph. So very important for the 2 mark questions. So I hope you understood this one also. The very last question we will discuss. Yes, write the quadratic polynomial having sine 30 degrees and cos 60 degrees of its zeros. So what is sine 30? So having zeros they have given, right? So that means one we take here as alpha, another one as beta. So now I'm going to take alpha equal to sine 30 degrees. What is sine 30? Yes, 1 by 2. Now beta is equal to, this is cos 60 degrees. So this one also 1 by 2, right? Now what is quadratic formula? That is k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta right? So what we need for this? Alpha plus beta. So now I'm going to take here alpha plus beta. That alpha plus beta is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that equal to 2 by 2, which is equal to 1. And alpha into beta is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So multiply the both numerators, 1 1s are 1. So both numerators I'm going to multiply, that 1 1s are 1 by 2 2s are denominator, 2 2s are 4. So 1 by 4 is alpha into beta. Now these values I'm going to substitute here, then k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta is 1 and alpha into beta is 1 by 4. So k into x square minus x into 1 is x plus 1 by 4. Now what we do? Take k equal to 4, because here in the denominator we have a 4, so let k equal to 4. Now with 4 I am going to multiply this. Okay, with 4 I am going to multiply here, that 4 into x square minus x into 1 by 4. Okay, so after multiplying this 4 into x square minus 4 into x plus 4 into 1 by 4. Now 4 get cancelled here, so we have 4x square minus 4x plus 1. So this is the required answer for this question. I hope you understood this one also. Alpha is equal to sin 30, which is equal to 1 by 2. Beta is equal to cos 60, this one also 1 by 2. So alpha plus beta is 1 and alpha into beta is 1 by 4. So substituted that one in that quadratic polynomial, that is the k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta into alpha plus beta. So final answer is 4x square minus 4x plus 1. So these are the most important questions from this chapter. I hope you understood each and every problem. Okay, so if you have any doubt, just you can comment your doubt and I will try to answer for this question. Okay, so this is Sudhir. Thanks for watching. See you soon.